Hey guys, welcome to Farmer Simulator 19 on Sutton Farm. So, today's one of those days where we don't have a particular lot to do, although we will be probably doing quite a bit. It's one of those scenarios. So we need to do a bit of fertilizing, and we're in our self-propelled Steyr here, which is the closest thing right now that's self-propelled and I feel fits a UK map. Although the tank in it is tiny, which is, well, it's a shame to say the least. So we're gonna get this field sprayed. Now I anticipate it just runs out of fertilizer stupidly quick. I hope it's not the case, but I really feel it's probably gonna be the scenario there. And I anticipate as well, you guys will probably hear my phone go off quite a bit. I am talking to Mr. Oxygen David about some stuffs. Alright, let's get going. So this is actually the first time I've really used this thing. Now, as far as Sutton goes, it's probably a bit too small. But as far as the UK goes, it is about right. In size and working with. Now don't worry about the gap going through here. Crop is planted. For whatever reason the outside grew quicker than the inside. Don't ask me. Farm sim anomaly. It was all done by hard workers, so. Well, other than the outside rounds. So your guess is as good as mine about why that's all messed up. It doesn't appear to be eating a lot of it. That's good. Could I get hard worker on that edge, maybe? I don't know. Well, that was weird. The RPM's going way up and down. Probably because it's going downhill. I don't know. For what we do with GPS or cosplay. I think I saw, and I'm not going to mention the person, but I saw someone streaming FS19 with cosplay, and it was the beta version of cosplay. So I don't know how that person got a hold of it. I don't think they have anything to do with cosplay. I could be mistaken. But hopefully a beta version on the GitHub is just around the corner. Now it's something that I will openly not recommend you guys to try. And I say that because I don't know what it will do with your game saves. It could completely nuke them. If you are going to use it, understand, back up your game save before you put it in there. That being said, I will be using it 100%. Because hard work is great. It worked way better than it used to. But you got a field like this. And in reality, do you guys really want to watch me fertilize this field? No. But to fertilize it properly, as far as I'm aware anyway, I could be just doing this for the sake of it and not having to. You have to, from what I've seen, you have to really go around the outside rounds first. So, that would save that on bigger fields. And with the possibility of Marwal Manor Farm, or Malwal Farm, coming around the corner, then yeah, we could do with that, because some of those fields are fairly large. You guys have seen it in my first look. And I think when that map's out and everyone knows what I'm on about, I'm just going to call it Manor Farm. Because, for whatever reason, the pronunciation of Marwal Manor Farm, to me, in my head, I'm saying, sounds like I'm saying Marwal. Like those chewy bars that I think they're just in the UK, I'm not sure. Probably in Europe. Marwal bars. Marwal Manor Farm. It's the wild part I don't pronounce. It ends up going Marwal. Marwal. Yeah, no. Manor Farm. Screw it. We have the JD over there doing part of that field. For whatever reason, hard worker screwed up and it decided it was going to go the opposite side of the field. So when it's done that side, I'm going to have to blip it over to that side. And by the looks of it, we're going to have to do headlands. And this is what I mean. You see where the trees are? It's seeing the trees and it's stopping ahead of them. And of course, because the LODs are so aggressive on version 1 of the map, it's, yeah, it doesn't look that great from a distance. Now, what is the status with the map? I have no damn idea. No idea. The Dropbox link that we had in our live streams is now deactivated. From to my understanding, I think WBF made a bit of a boo-boo and was uploading testing versions to that Dropbox link, although we got given that Dropbox link to put out there. I don't know. Right, that was provided by Lewis, I believe. So, not sure what happened there, but right now there's no official download, although if you guys do your searching around on the interwebs, it's out there. I'll just say that. And as always, no, it is not coming to console! WBF has zero interest in bringing it to consoles as far as I am aware. Hence why it's on FSUK. Alright, we're almost here. It's actually used a lot less than I was expecting. To me, these sprays should go a bit faster. It just seems so slow. Really does. Now that was, if any of you didn't see the stream I did on Monday, where we actually had a bit of internet issues for whatever reason, so I had to stop the stream early. We harvested that field, or we harvested the rest of the corn, just combine harvester. I didn't forage it because I was over silage at that point, way over silage. I was dumb. Then we got the cedar waiting in the wings. That's the problem. I like this map, but it is big. It's kind of like doing some of the big fields on Oakfield. I just didn't often do them. Okay, let's look at the mini-map. What's going to be the best site to set hired worker up on? Probably this. Oh, well, let it do its thing. It can figure life out. Okay, this. Wee little vulture. Vulture. That can go back down to the yard. And I kind of asked in the live stream, and I think people don't mind in seeing it, but the cow yard needs organising. And when I say organising, it needs making prettified, so we'll probably do a chunk of that in the video and stop it and see how everything's going. So we'll throw this in the little cutout here, storage, whatever you want to call it. And speaking of Ultra, of course, Tuesday we had the Winter Edition of Ultra release. Two things that I'm not even gonna bother downloading. That and the repair. Zero interest in that one. Okay. Probably gonna have to go through and catch that little section, but everything seems to be okay there. Alright, jump into the minimap, and we shall head down to the cow yard visit. Now, I made a mess of this, I really did. So, if we go to... I'm probably going to need cheap money into, actually, to do this, because this... I presume it's still stupidly expensive to do this. And we want to go painting. What concrete was that? Turn down the brush size. Oh, it was that one. Need to adjust the land along here too. So what we'll do is we'll up this. We can go up against the grass. I wish the grass grew here when you paint it down. It kind of is a massive shame it doesn't. I can't remember if I was going to go all the way up to that grass line here. I think I probably was, so what we'll do is just do that. And then we'll just use the dirt tool to blend it all in better. And that's the big thing I find with doing this myself, at least, is blending it in. Which, let's face it, you can't blend concrete into grass. Not easily, at least. And it's just tedious. That's why I keep on saying I'll do it off camera, but in reality I know I won't, so here we are. Hopefully you guys don't mind me doing this. Because short of sitting in hired worker for a long ass time, I know. That's why I'm sort of, the more I play Sutton, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't enjoy it. The more I'm thinking to myself, this map will probably go. Out of the two, and people probably won't agree with my decision here, but out of the two, Riverview and Sutton, Riverview doesn't take too long to do anything on, where Sutton does, and to me, unless you got like courseplay going, it is going to take way too long to do anything on here. Should have buying up some of the land that's got smaller fields and maybe you'll contract it even, I don't know. We could go down that route too, depending on the contracts and if they're decent, because some of them can be absolutely brutal. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to the, I think that's the dirt one. Is that the smallest? Yep. And just run along the edge like this. And blending it in. Now the cow area, I was foolish and just put all the grass area over that, mainly out of frustration, to be quite honest with you. That I will finesse a bit more at some point. You see, that's a clean line. Nice if it was away again, just a nice clean edge. Instead of it being all janky at times. Which is that bothers me more than anything. I don't know about you guys, if any of you that messed around with this. I've had a couple of people in the stream yesterday ask if I was going to go to V2 when that drops out, and no. I'm not. I was tempted, but with the time that comes out, I anticipate we'll have some maps up on the mod hub at that point. And who knows when the V2 will drop, if it will drop at this point. Haven't heard anything, I'm not saying it's not going to be coming. I'm just saying, who knows right now, who knows. That's, yeah, better. Better at least. And this stuff, it's mainly actually where I goofed. The outside I'm happy with. The fact there's no grass now, that's, yeah, there's some areas with no grass. It's in here, which I feel I goofed more. Which I'm surprised you can even adjust the terrain in here. I wouldn't have thought you'd be able to, but apparently you can. So we'll actually bump up the size, if I do the right button, bump up the size of this. And paint that all in. Doesn't need to be perfect, but when you look in, I'd rather see concrete than grass. Get along there, and actually here as well. Extend that out. I wonder how much this has actually cost us so far. They've definitely adjusted the price, which is nice. I still feel this shouldn't have a cost, and I'm always going to say that. And yes, I know, real life, yes, there's a cost, as a couple of people keep on saying it, but the reason that this is in the game in the first place is to fix the screw up with the placeable system, which let's not beat. Actually, might as well just go around the whole outside, eh? Let's not beat around the bush. The placeable system is hellishly broken and probably should have been in the next rendition of the game, including the multiplayer and everything like that, but they were too far along to back down from that. And Giants did a lot of good stuff in this game. I'm never going to take that away. But they also really bit the bullet on some stuff, and they learned. I know they did. And people look at the game in different perspectives. I look at it as far as obviously personal enjoyment and content creating. Most of you guys look at it as entertainment value. That was interesting. I just got the Wheel of Death come up then. From Windows. There you go. That's pretty much squared away. Now in here, do the concrete, yeah, why not? Sad part is this was concrete as well. But again, I goofed. I know I did. And let me know if this is actually remotely interesting to you guys, please. I want to know in the comments section. I really do want stuff like that. That can stay grass, because I think that's just... What is that? That's unloading them, right? And... yeah, we're good there. Alright, now the terrain. I really want to fix this over here. Like, that's one hell of a drop off, so if we go to this... and... change the brush... smoothing. Let me actually up the brush size. Now I've got to be careful here. Because if I get too close to the silage, it will eat it all up. As long as it just raises that up slightly so it's a smoother drop off, I don't care. The other side's fine, but this side's brutal. Alright, that'll do. Looks decent. What is that? Oh, is that gravel? Did I actually put gravel in there? Instead of what I should have. Yes, I did. Never mind. That'll do. And... yeah, it's a bit better. A little bit. Lumpy ass silo. Jeez. But yeah, this whole area was just rushed. Alright, let's head over to the tractors. Alright, it's apparently finished. We'll blip this over. We could go ahead and sell some corn and grain off. That's still going. Surprised that's not full yet, actually. Get hard worker going on here, sell some grain off maybe. Hopefully it'll straighten up. Yep. Beautiful. Now how's this go? Oh wow. This doesn't use a lot, but it seems very, very, very slow. Actually, yeah, let's check out the working speed of some of the others. Well, the other sprayer, huh? Let's be honest. There's only one. 7 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour working speed, yeah. I thought it did. Again, I question, is there a way of turning that into a mod and maybe upping it a bit? Because 7 miles an hour does seem incredibly slow for spraying. Maybe it isn't, I don't know, but yeah, definitely gonna need to go around on here too. Alright, jump into this. That's what I mean, there's a lot to do, but there isn't a lot to do on here. Right. Now I'm done the cow yard to decent standard, what I'd call decent standard anyway to me. Although it was hellishly rushed, it's nothing like on the stock in-game maps. But it'll do. The rest is just hard worker stuff because it's so boring and mundane. It's like, And that's kind of where I'm at on this map. You can probably tell my enthusiasm for the map is not there. I don't know why, but my enthusiasm is 100% not here. This map. And I don't get it. I really don't get it. Maybe I should buy some smaller fields that are actually doable in a quicker time frame, and that could be it. That literally could be the reason why I'm not particularly interested in it, because there's so much just sat around not doing anything. So actually, no, you're not done. From what I'm seeing with this thing though, definitely tempted to put it on Marwell Manor Farm. I think it was pretty much fit the map quite nice. Alright, sell point. Well, it's going to be the best spot to go to. I think it's going to be down over here. Corn. Grain elevator east. Which is... Yep, all the way over there. At least this tractor can get up and boogie. Hopefully, at least. I think I've got traffic switched off still. Unless I just need to bigger equipment, yeah. Now, the whole Cody plow thing, it's great, but again, it's slow. Not doing anything, so I don't know. It's not like I'm going to stop recording on the map this week by any means. Just that that's the saying goes, rocking the hard ways with it. Don't know what to do. Beacons on. And away we go. And of course, we've got quite a bit of weight on the rear end of this. It's going to take a bit. Harbour has completed their task. I think the spray is bugged. Guarantee that's the spray. And we'll find out once we get down to the grain dump. And that may be where we leave it as far as this video goes. I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the cab of this Vultra, and the modelling on this looks horrible. Maybe it's not necessarily the modelling, but the textures. They look bad. Dang. That does not look like, that stuff looks like FS19. That does not. This is going to be fun to try and slow down too. A little bit of the engine brake do its thing. So I don't think have I actually been down here? I've probably flown over here, but I don't think I've ever driven down here. I never did a first look per se on the map. Oh jeez. This is a distance now. Maybe I have driven down here with trying to get to the cow area. And I got hellishly lost. And I was off camera, admittedly. And I believe this is where your seeder and stuff starts off. Or your combine, at least. Kind of weird, you got this secondary satellite yard down here, and you own these fields. Like, I like travelling on maps to get to fields, but kind of takes the biscuit a little bit. Again, I look at it different from a lot of people. I look at it as content, and I'd have to skip all of that out. It's just, to me, this map, for my style of doing videos, yeah, it doesn't suit well. Doesn't suit well at all. And apparently the BGA... Ah, fake silo clump. Cool. That's where we dump this stuff. Interesting. I don't know, kind of makes sense. Calling it BGA. Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. If only we could get silage clamps like this in the game. Oh, the old tire. Can you actually pick that up? No way. That old tire needs to die. That's been around since very, very early days. Though I like what he's done. I like this. That's cool. I'm not sure how much we made, but hopefully a decent amount. Gas plant, Sutton Bio. Notice too, this trailer doesn't have any of the hoses and stuff like that. Interesting. Helper E has completed their task. I will leave us down here for another day. Yeah, that's really not, but okay. And neither is that. Figured as much. Like I said, anyway, we're gonna call it quits here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't know. My enthusiasm is definitely waning very, very quickly on this map. Maybe it'd be a good stream map, and go to a Giants map for recording on again. I wouldn't want to, but if needs must until Marwal comes out, or Marwal comes out. Again, let me know in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will catch you guys tomorrow for Riverview, which I'm about to record in a minute. Later!